Hi everyone, it's been a while since I've done a video. As you might recall in one of my other videos where I talked about in the comments, I had a house flood that eventually took a lot of mental and physical energy that I wasn't really motivated to do any more videos. So I've come back to the hobby and started buying comics again. But the prices I've seen have escalated quite a bit in the past few months, very surprisingly. So today I'm going to show you some short runs of Silver Surfer and Conan, and another just inexpensive lot I bought about a year ago. I had to open, the box was a little bit damp, but if we get started here with Silver Surfer, this is number 1. I've read somewhere that Stan Lee, this is one of the titles that he didn't want to give up writing. I know that there's controversy about what constitutes writing when it comes to Stan Lee. I know he's well revered in the comic community. So in this video, I don't want to say anything more on that, but you know, you can do research on that if you're interested. Silver Surfer number 2. I also got a number 2 graded by CGC in the early days of CGC. Okay, number 3 here. Since comics have started escalating so high, I've also decided to put some of these older ones in top loaders, you know, especially since I had the flood. And I might do another video on the flooding and some of the comics I lost there. Number 4. I remember buying this back when, you know, you just had a description on eBay. And that's where most of my comics come from. Old comics come from, is eBay. The seller did say that there was a line through there. That I recalled it being a lot larger. I thought it was going to be all the way down. But look at it now. It's not too bad. Number 5. The Stranger. Yeah, I don't think 3 top loaders is going to fit there, so I'm going to take that off. Number 6. It's got a pencil mark up here, a noticeable crease at the corner. I believe I have the entire run. Next we have a run of Conan. This one, when I first bought it, the seller had said it was super high grade or near mint plus or something. Well, when I got it, it looked more like an 8.5 or 9.0. But I guess if you press out the creases, luckily it's the spine is, you know, white, so most of the creases don't show up, just around the staples. So if you maybe get rid of the press out the spine creases, it might be as high as a 9.4. Looking back at it now, it looks a lot better than I remembered it. Here's a number 2. I don't have a number 3, but I saw number 3 on auction about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. It was for $20. It looked like pretty high grade, but the seller had very low feedback, and I suspect that's why no one actually bought it. I think I have a number 3 somewhere. I don't have it in this video, but if I knew that I didn't have it or couldn't find it, I probably would have paid $20 for it, for that high grade one. And you know how regrets go. You know, we always regret things that miss opportunities, but we never think about the opportunities that we took. Yeah, so I wish I had bought that, actually. Here's number 4. I have a little story about this one. I have 1 or 2 other ones. This one's got rusty staples. When I went to a convention a very long time ago, there was a young guy who ran the convention. I remember he had a goatee, and he said that well, actually, it was a silent bid for a lot of comics, and I put in a lot of bids for some of the Conans. I think I won it for a good price. I've never done a silent bid before. You just put your bid on a piece of paper, and they whatever's the highest bid, they'll sell it to you. And after the silent bid ended, I talked to the guy who ran the convention, who was selling these comic books during the silent bid, and he didn't seem too displeased with the prices. I think he just wanted to move them along. He told me that he had upgraded his comics, or his Conans, and he wanted to move the old ones. And for me, I'm not really a flipper, so if I get a better copy, I just keep the old one also. And here's number. I got number 5. So these are Golden Age top loaders. I think I can safely fit 2 comics in there. It didn't. It wasn't too tight when I put them in there. So that's number 5. Yeah, the width is about right, so I think they're safe. Number 6. I mean, if you don't, if you're worried about your comics, I would suggest not putting 2 comics in one top loader. This next group of comics is I bought this in a lot. A lot of the comic books were bagged but not boarded, or were not closed properly. So what happens, I think, when you don't close it properly, you just tuck it in the back. It creates all these ripples, these air pocket ripples in the plastic. I had bought the box. The seller sent it in a priority box with a stack on each side. They actually arrived okay when I opened the box, but the unbagged comic books got wet. A little bit of mold on. Luckily, they were just non-key issues of Marvel Age. But till we go through this lot here. Marvel Tales, newsstand, low grade copy. I think the Spider-Verse movie made it take off. I haven't seen that movie. It looks like the triangle, the diamond here, and the blank UPC tells me that this is probably from a Whitman 3-pack or a 2-pack or so. I remember this one. When this came out, I thought it was going to be like X-Men 94 all over again. It was an opportunity to jump into a new team that would take off, but it never really did. And it even has members of the X-Men itself, or once X-Men's, Angel, Beast, and Iceman. Got the Marvel 47. Don't know much about that one. Sorry about this. Here's another one. Diamond, no UPC probably. Whitman pack. There's Mike Zeck cover. He does a great. He does really great covers, but his interior art. I don't think it has the details that he puts into his covers though. Here's a jail one, Amalgam. There's a Amazing Spider-Man comic, or a Spectacular Spider-Man comic that had a very similar cover. That's what this reminds me of. I'll have to look that up. Here's the Defenders. This one does not have the blank UPC. Doctor Strange 23. These were not very high grades, but this section here was the only really good section about this lot. At least now. Back then it wasn't really worth anything, but I wanted to show you something if you didn't know. So we'll go with let's see, we'll go backwards here. So I got a Spider-Man lot, the Spider-Man series. I think when was it after they canceled Marvel Team Up or something? I can't recall, but this is the one where Todd McFarlane did it. Started the series, and number one, you know, several million copies. So in the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man covers, if you didn't know, he always drew a hidden spider somewhere. I don't know if I can find it on this cover because there's so many spiders all around, but we'll go to a different one. Let's see. Number 12. We'll go out of order here. Number 12. Do I see the Spider-Man, the spider on this one? Can't see on that one. Not immediately. They're not too difficult. You look for them. Here's Wendigo. Let's see. I do not see it immediately here. Okay. Okay, let me see on this one. I thought I knew where it was on this one. Number 7. Number 6. So on this one, you see the Spider-Man logo right there. So I can bring it up close. So you see the Spider-Man symbol right above my thumb. On that one. Number 2. Number 13, which was based on his cover for number 1, except it had the black suit instead of his traditional red suit. There's so many spiders in this one, I probably wouldn't be able to find it immediately. It's another Wolverine Wendigo one. Number 5. This one has more creases than the other ones. Like I said, when she shipped it to me, they weren't bag and boarded, and they were just 2 stacks side by side in a priority box. Number 4. Let's see if I can find this one. There was one I saw. Maybe I can find it later. I'll post it here. Okay, going back to the Spider-Man thing. So McFarlane also did his when he did Amazing Spider-Man, he also drew the hidden spider on his cover. So this one, it's by Wolverine's knee there. On this one, I just saw it a second, but I forgot where it was. See if I can find it again. On this one, it was next to the Ghost Spider, I believe. This one. Yeah, I have short memory now. I was just looking at this. Here it is. It's right here next to his fist. Ghost Rider's fist right there. See a little spider. Okay. And on this one, where was it? Oh, here it is. It's huge little spider that I missed it right there. You see that spider? Okay, just finishing the rest of the batch of comics here. I'm not going to show the Marvel Age one. There was one with the Punisher cover that was pretty nice. Just going to show you quickly what the rest of these are. What most of them were. Secret Wars number 1. Secret Wars number 1 and 2 were not bagged. At least number 2. And here's the another Spider-Man cover that I missed on the last posting, and the Spider-Man here is next to Wolverine's elbow. So we have here Human Fly, UPC, and lastly, I think this was one of the oldest comics in the lot, but there was also an Iron Man. But that's about it. Thanks for watching.